Hello there. This is Dave, and I am flying solo today for the latest episode of the Unifying Force. Is Kat and Geo unable to make it? Everybody's busy. Everything's going on. It's con season. We're all getting prepared. San Diego is coming up. The family vacation is coming up. Is I'm going to a con this weekend. Is there's all sorts of the things and the stuff and the junk and the so it's difficult for all of us to kind of get together and do that. But still wanted to give you guys a good, if not, it's probably going to be a little bit of a short episode of the Unifying Force today. So I wanted everybody to just be able to come and see that. Talk about Star Wars is the Acolyte going, wow. So as I record this, we've been through 7 out of the 8 episodes, and it has been a ride, man. It has been a ride. So whew, I like the show. Okay. I know a lot of people don't. And I know a lot of people have a lot of reasons. And I respect a lot of the reasons that people have said. And, I don't respect a lot of the trolley reasons, because a lot of people have just been here. Oh, it's to this. Oh, it's that. It's not my Star Wars. Well, it doesn't have to be your Star Wars. Okay. Not everything is going to be your Star Wars. And that's okay. But I enjoy the parts that I enjoy, and I think some of it's been really cool. I like seeing the High Republic kind of tie-ins and things. Um, I haven't loved some of the props and the set and the this. Some of it's gorgeous, some of it's amazing. Don't get me wrong, and bring you to that period, at least the parts that I've been reading. And I'm not a like overly avid reader of the High Republic, but I've been reading enough of it to really kind of get into that. So where is it going? What are my predictions for episode 8? I have no freaking idea. Zippo. I mean, I thought I knew at one point. I thought, oh, well, this is going to be the Padawan of that, and it's going to go in this direction. And I don't know that I even know that anymore. I don't think that that's going to happen. There's a lot to wrap up in the 8th episode, and I'm hoping, number one, they do wrap up in the 8th episode. I want this story to be over and done and told with. And if we get a season 2, which I'm fine with, okay, let's give us a season 2. I hope maybe that season 2 is another story from this kind of period or involving an acolyte. But I hope they wrap this one up and finish, and tell us about this completed story of this acolyte. Do I think we'll see Plagueis? I hope not. I just let it be a thing. I let this be its own. Not everything has to tie into everything else in important, significant ways. Like I just finished saying, and I don't want to be hypocritical, I like the tie-ins to the High Republic stuff because they mentioned that, spoilers, they mentioned the disaster in the last episode, in episode 7. And it's like, ooh, they said the thing with the thing. Great. I like that. But was that super important to the outcome of the story? Nope. Do I like that they've chosen to only have a few like peripheral characters that involve in other things? We've got Vernestra. Okay, really cool. Favorite person in the High Republic. People are loving that. Does she, have to tie in going forward? Nope. I think I kind of saw where they were going with the twins, but not where they were going with the twins. Then the twins not being actual twins is kind of being the same person. But I think it would have been better if they had actually been in the same body, not the same person in two bodies. If they'd been in the same body and it was just they were never in the same place at the same time and their personalities were taking over the same body, I think that would have been another thing. But I hope we get some more resolution to Saul and May's connection. We need to know what connection is between Saul and the stranger, because the stranger alluded to that as, don't you recognize me? I want to know a little bit more about the stranger's motivations, right? I want to know, does he have a master? Did he have a master? Why he is the way he is currently. That's just the kind of, and it wouldn't hurt my feelings if I got another badass lightsaber battle. Wouldn't hurt my feelings. This is the last episode. A little there's been a little talky, right? So I mean that's where I think we're going, and that's where I hope it is. But that's really the briefest part of this episode. We promised you some Acolyte talk. I think if we can get together in 2 weeks again, is Geo, Cat, and I are going to give you our whole wrap up and our whole take on that, because I am sure that they have a little bit different take than I do on the Acolyte, and you'll get to see that. What I'm going to do for the rest of the episode today, and I promise you again, it's probably going to be a quick one, is it's con season. Okay, one of the reasons why we're not doing this one live or we're taping ahead of time is I'm going to a con. I'm going to Fanboy Expo Knoxville this weekend, and I'm going to go see some cool Star Wars guests and some non-Star Wars guests as well. They've got a lot, but I have been at a ton of cons the past couple of weekends. I was at Superhero Con in Texas 2 weeks ago. On my way home from Superhero Con in Texville, I stopped in San Antonio. I stopped outside of Dallas for a G.I. Joe con and saw a lot of the creators of the G.I. Joe comic and the G.I. Joe action figures there. And I'm getting ready to go to the Comic-Con, the mommy daddy of all Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. That is coming up super fast, getting ready and prepared all for that. And just to kind of tell you, a lot of people have been asking me on other shows and in the Zoom, and it's like, what's in your con? I think we had a little internet pause there, so hopefully I'm back. People have been asking me, what do you keep in your con bag? If you want in-depth on that, go watch Celebrating Autographs, okay? Frank Rich does a great job, and Mark Von Olen and I did a little brief bit about that in our last summer vacation episode, but I'm going to go over it. So this is my con bag. It is ridiculous. It is giant. Number one, I like to have it be distinctive. So if I happen to set it down or somewhere, I know where it is. I try not to set it down because it's got a lot of stuff in it. So I got my flag patch. These are Velcro, so I can take it off there. It's got a Sergeant Slaughter name tag on it and my Mandalorian thing. And this one has tons of pockets, right? All sorts of stuff other than just the main. So what do I have in it? First pocket that's really readily accessible and easy to get to. markers. Okay, my pens. I've got Sharpies in here, but I've got some Decos. The main thing I have are paint pens. Yes, the talent at a lot of cons are going to have their own markers, but you don't know how long they've been using them. They might not have the exact color you want. Some of them don't have paint, and Sharpie's not going to stick on just plastic. If you're getting a Funko Pop signed or something like that, not going to be long lasting. If you want a specific color, if you want a specific marker, if you want it to last, get your own. The Decos are great. Sharpie has a paint marker now. I use this brand right here that I don't even know specifically how to pronounce, but it's Aeroic, whatever, oil-based paint marker. These are available in small and large packs on Amazon. I've been using them for a while. Make sure you shake them up and you have them ready and primed before you get to the talent. You can test them out. You see where I test them out on the bag sometimes. I test them out to make sure they're working and they're going to do what I want to. I test them on the back of my phone right there. It's just a little bit of a test spot so you make sure you have it. But that's what I keep right here in this readily accessible pouch. I got a couple of extra things in here. I got like an extra lanyard in case the con that I'm going to, the badge, doesn't give me lanyards. I keep a little bit of swag here and there. So that's just the outside bag. And I'm going to take a second to pack it back up because, like I said, I'm leaving for a con here in a few minutes and I don't want it to rip everything out. Next one, I keep an extra shirt. You know, cons get hot, you get sweaty, it might get cool. This one happens to be my Punch It Chewy Virtual Cantina Racer. Like to rock the brand a little bit. So really stands out at a con where I know there's going to be other Virtual Cantina network members. So I keep that with me so I can change in there. Another spare lanyard and, you know, little mask in case talent requests it. You know, sometimes you've got some of the people that you're meeting that are going to be older or whatever, or, you know, they're a little bit more conscious of getting sick. I have a cough right now, so I might wear it when I see them, but my cough, I promise you, I'm not going to a con with anything contagious. I've been doing a lot of sanding and repainting my house, and so I've sucked in way too much dust. Also, keep a phone cord. You know, keep it charged up. See, I swear it's dust. But keep all that stuff in that pouch. And then my large pouch in here, big giant pouch. I like to keep my items that I'm getting signed, because I get items signed in a cardboard box so they don't get destroyed. They are kept nice. So I've got a Funko Pop, Jaleel White right there. It's going to be in a new Star Wars property. Going to be in Skeleton. Get the little 3 3/4. Going to be seeing Ray Park this weekend. Vintage action figures as well. That was a new one. This is a vintage Power of the Force Ula figure. I'm going to be seeing her this weekend as well. And a little non-Star Wars for you. There's the Fall Guy truck for Lee Majors. I was very torn on the Fall Guy. Do I get Lee Majors to sign the Fall Guy, which I loved, or the $6 Million Man, which again also love. And I got, you know, keep some bubble wrap in here to keep these from hitting each other, rubbing up against each other, especially once they're signed, and kind of destroying those autographs that you spend a lot of time and money getting. I also keep in the large pouch this. This is an Itoya art portfolio. This one's my 8x10. So if I get any 8x10s or things signed, I can just roll with them. I sometimes keep an additional them in additional things in there. It's good for putting comics in there. I got that comic for free at a show. Autograph right there that I got at the Joe show last time. And you can, this one, what is this? This is not an 8x10. This is 11x14. So I can keep 11x14s or 8x10s in this. So keeps everything nice. Now, what if it's bigger than that? What if I get like an 11x17? Oh, what I don't have going in there is too, sometimes I carry things that are larger than this. I'm going to get the Bus Punk there from Star Trek 4 to sign this actual. Sorry, my internet's being really weird today. I'm taking in this trash bag to keep it nice and stuff-free Mandalorian helmet to go see Mr. Brendan Wayne, one of the actors that is the body of Din Djarin. So all of those kind of things are helpful to do. But if stuff is larger, I like to take a poster tube. You can see that I can test my markers on my poster tube as well. I like to have an expandable poster tube. See, this one gets bigger, smaller, whatever, so you can get anything you want. And I can strap this right to the back of my bag. It's that tactical bag. But I'm not done, because what else do I carry? Carry my swag bag. Okay, put some of my favorite collected swag on there. And I always like to have things to hand out. You know, sometimes I got patches, some wristbands, some, you know, virtual Cantina Network business cards, some pins. You can see the pins in there. I think I've got keychains in the other one, and I love to keep this is my favorite thing that I keep in there. If it's, you know, just I keep some virtual Cantina Network OG cards and holders, but I like to keep just some stickers, some little cheap couple of bucks Star Wars stickers to hand out to kids in line. If you see, you know, parents that are having a tough time with their kids that are standing there in a long line, have just something quick and easy for them. And this just kind of straps right on my belt. I love being able to do that and it be super easy to just roll around the con with me. So that as well. And I think that's the major. Oops, sorry, internet. My bag does have a water bottle holder on it. I carry some emergency like electrical tape on there. I think in one of the pouches I have like some med tape. If you get like a little paper cut or something, just in the, be prepared. Be prepared for all the things that you can, and it's going to help you have a more enjoyable con in the con season. And that's the fun stuff for me is going to this con with Skip from Clone Wars Revisited, another frequenter on the channel, and I think we're going to have some big fun. So I hope you're having some fun this weekend. If you're going to be anywhere near Fanboy Expo Knoxville, come out, say hi, see us there. And if you are going to be on the West Coast in the weeks to come, is that last week of July and into August, you can join us on the Virtual Cantina Family Vacation #2. You don't have to be a part of the regular member of the channel to show up. We want to see you out there. You can come to our Boonta Eves special edition shows. Those are open to the public. All sorts of big fun there. There's going to be signings by Star Wars artists and creators and actors, and it's fun. And please, while we're talking about that, big shout out and a thank you to Hyperspace Props, hyperspaceprops.com, who is sponsoring the Boonta Eves special editions. They make replica Star Wars props. They make a lot of credits, metal credits, 3D printed credits. They make cosplay props and accessories. And you can, of course, if you order from them online there, you can use the code Boonta to get 10% off your purchase there, and show up, come out, hang out, trade some props or stuff with us at the family vacation. So it'd be great. Until next time, like I said, short one today. Thank you guys for joining us on the Unifying Force. If you have questions about what to put in your con bag, or what you can do, or what you might want to do at San Diego, or anything con related, if I don't know the answer, I'll get you the answer. Comment right here. Comment put it in the chat, put it in the thing, and I will read these when I am back from con, and I'll reply, or I'll do another little maybe episode that we can reply to you and answer those questions and get you in the know about what you need to have an enjoyable con. Looking forward to watching the last episode of the Acolyte. Very special thing on the channel is we're going to have a live reaction show with the guys from the Acolyte after show, John, Mike, and Bryce. They're going to watch live. They're going to go on StreamYard, go live as the episode is airing, and you can watch them react to the show as it happens. So that'll be a cool thing on Tuesday night. So until then, or until we see you again, may the Force be with you, for light and life, to the spires.